Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to the Jeffries network on OpenTTD. Now we start here at Dartbourne, which is the location of our busy interchange junction station, as you can see here. Also these level crossings, which I'm just going to get rid of very quickly because we don't want them. Very dangerous, not very good at all. And this line, more of this line in a second. Right now though, I'm going to tell you about some tweaks that I've made to the network. Not so much on this part, more on the metro itself. I lowered the speed limit on the metro, and I just made sure that the trains were actually running a bit more smoothly, metro-like, that sort of thing. So at the moment they're going at 30 miles an hour, which is half of their actual maximum speed. There might be sections in the future where it will achieve its maximum speed, but I think 60 miles an hour in an urban environment, round tight corners, that would be mightily uncomfortable. So in terms of actually spacing themselves out, the change in speed limits sort of helped, although I think they were spaced this far out to begin with, so I don't think I should take too much credit for that. In terms of running, they're still on their initial run, so I had to reset the autofill just to make sure that it accounted for the new change. But let's get back to that line, shall we? Because I've just noticed that I didn't do a good job of hiding the line here. Basically what I've done is I've drawn a plan for a route between Guard City St George and Dartbourne. Quite a nice route. I might put another sort of junction station around here somewhere, just so that this will then become a link line. That could be good. Or I might just have it as a plain old line that does just loops around and connects up to Dartbourne. That's what the focus of today's episode is going to be though, is actually building this connecting line. So the first stop here is Plunfingford, and I've set it up specifically so that we don't stop at every town along the way. So from Genville here we then skip underneath Funningville or over Funningville to Fort Brett Hill and then to Plentborough Bay, which we might also skip actually. We could just go straight round up here to Bontborough and then up and over the hill via Rinton and then down to Dartbourne. That's because buses, metros and trams are going to connect up these other towns. It's something that I might employ on this section here as well, although there's only sort of 2 or 3 towns along the way anyway that really could qualify. It's just so that the main line is actually the main line, doesn't stop at every single town. Bit faster in terms of getting in and out of the city. Guard City itself, by the way, doing very well. 27,000 people. Tronfingley says 332. And I think the reason it's so low is Guard City itself has actually impeded upon Tronfingley and stopped it from developing. But that's fine. As long as it's built up, that's all that really matters. Braston 1,124. Tindhead is actually growing again. I've put some more roads down here as well, by the way, which is why it looks a bit more built up. I do some funding every now and then, just to make sure that it's definitely still growing. So it was on 35 when I first loaded up the game. It's now on 275. So this little building here is doing a mighty job. And there's another skyscraper springing up here as well, which is quite nice to see. And yeah, it's all looking good. There's my my HQ right in the middle of town, Jeffries Logistics, although I'm going to rename that actually, because I did say to Reed to change it to Jeffries Transport. So there you go, that's what it's now called. And it's all looking very nice, very good. So let's actually get on with this new main line, shall we? Now again, in terms of actually building the line, I'm a little bit stuck. And what I mean by that is basically in terms of building a depot, that's where I'm most stuck and most sort of not really knowing what to do. It already stems from the fact that actually, do I need 6 platforms for this? I think I need more platforms for this. Obviously we've got this big area down here where the station can expand, so I think 6 would be a better bet for this particular section of track. I've completely messed that up. Let's try that again. So if I do that there, and then that one there, and then if I do this one like that, and then that one there. They're not all connected up yet. That will happen now. That one will come across like that. This one will go like that, gap like that. So that's all the lines connected up. Although, actually, having said all that, it needs to go down to 4. Alright, yeah, okay. So these will be the 4. So that will go like it was, like so. And then these will head off like this. Let's get rid of the forest, like that. So I say it's a bit... These junctions are a lot messier, but I like that about them. So I'm going to leave them as they are. I was saying something just now and I completely forgot what it was. That's not very good. Always the professional. Completely forgetting what I was going to say. Let's get rid of that bridge. Let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Damn. I'm really... I was going to say something really important and I've completely forgotten what it was. And it's not even worth you reminding me in the comments what I was talking about, because then I still can't finish my sentence. But, God City St. George. Let's go back to this, shall we? So we've got this little extra area to expand down here. And I'd like to sort of make this line as busy as possible in the future. I think that'll stand me in good stead. Plus there'll be a new depot site over here somewhere. And I think we'll have like 2 or 3 main lines that sort of span out from GSG to all different places on the map. I think that'll be pretty cool. But as I say, it's not confirmed yet, so don't 100% hold me to that. I'm still trying to remember what it was I was saying. It's really not good. It's really not good. Something I will say actually, whilst I am on this, it's completely unrelated to this series. Let's just go see what the problem is over here. Is this at Laughing Way? Oh, this is Denwell Valley. Oh dear. Okay. So we've got some hold-ups going on here. Okay, so it's just the DMUs. There. That's what I wanted to do. Right, yes. So something I was going to talk about anyway in this episode, which is not really related to this series in particular, but related to other series. But because this is my most popular series, I feel like more people will actually view this. So my Minecraft series, first of all, the one that I said was coming back, that will start again next week. Next Monday, I believe, will be the first episode, and then there'll be an episode on Friday, and then, time permitting, there'll be another episode next Monday, and then next Friday, and so on and so forth. Space Engineers, it's not on hold, as such. I just, I had a sort of rethink and an epiphany about the ship design. So at the moment, I'm sort of in the sketchbook, writing down ideas and drawing sketches, which is why the series isn't being broadcast right now. It's not cancelled, don't worry. I'm not doing that to you guys. I've just brought it back for crying out loud. But it's on a temporary break just while I fix that, because I don't really want to be doing all that dithering on camera again. It can be a bit annoying, I imagine, to have to sit and watch that. But I wanted to talk to you about servers, because that was the question that was asked to me yesterday, actually. I was out on the golf course. So today is Friday. You're watching this on Friday, but I'm recording this on Thursday. So when I say yesterday, I mean Wednesday. And I was out on the golf course, and my phone buzzed in my pocket, and it was a comment from... Excuse me while I grab my phone, because I like to get people's names right when I am directly referencing them. It was a comment from Jeff McCutcheon, who, first of all, how would one join your server is what he said. First of all, fantastic language. That's what makes England great, I feel, is the English language. So, how would one join your server? And I replied, saying about downloading the form off the website. Although for some reason I replied twice to one particular comment. Right, so if you go on majeffries.com, there should be a page called servers. Last time I checked there was, and I haven't edited it since, so hopefully there still is. I can't remember getting rid of it. I've done a lot of maintenance on my website recently, so if it's not there, someone please let me know so I can actually put it back, because it is quite an important page for what I'm about to say next. On the server page on the website, there should be an application form that you can download. It's on Microsoft Word. It's not particularly I need to at the time I was sort of panicking because I thought loads of people wanted to join the server, and at that particular time it turned out not many people did. But in the future I imagine a lot of people will. So eventually I will build the form into the web page itself. But right now it's a form that you download. It's on Microsoft Word, so you need Word in order to fill it out. You simply fill out the form, you answer all the questions, and then you send the form back to me at majeffries@gmail.com. And yeah, that's about it. You'll then be contacted via the email that you sent the form from, letting you know the details about actually joining the server. And it's as simple as that, guys. It is as simple as that. And then you join the server. As I say, you answer the questions. It's so that I know a bit more about who you are and what you're about before you join the server, just to make sure we're all on the same wavelength, etc. And then yeah, you get to join the server, and you get to play with me and everybody else who joins the server. As I say, at the moment it's a little bit, the supply and demand isn't quite there. I mean the demand, the supply is there, sorry, the demand is a little bit lacking, but it doesn't mean that applications are 100% closed. It just means that at the moment it might be a bit slow in actually getting you on board, just while I make sure that the server's stable and all that kind of thing. It's been a little while since I properly set up a server, so you will have to bear with me on that side of things. Just while I check and double check that I've done everything properly, especially Minecraft, because Minecraft servers are a massive pain. If you make a mistake, you almost have to go back to square one to fix it. Well, depends on the type of server, of course. If it's a vanilla Minecraft server, it's a lot easier to fix. If it's modded, you could be there for days. 7 days to die was the worst one. I don't know how many iterations of server I went through before I just thought, I'm in way over my head on this. It's very difficult. Space Engineers, though, is relatively easy. So if you want to join the Space Engineers server, that one I can do very, very easily. So as I say, fill in the form. Let me know when you've sent it to me. It should arrive straight away. I don't think it'll go through spam folders or anything like that, for crying out loud. After all, it's a form. You know, it's not like you're sending me an advert or anything like that. But I think I'm talking too much about it now. Basically, I will get the form, and don't worry if you don't get a reply straight away. I have got the form. It's not like it hasn't arrived. I'm just sifting through, making sure that everything is good, and then, as I say, you will be notified as to whether you're accepted or not. Guaranteed you will be accepted at this stage. You know, it's not like places are limited or anything like that. The only time you would be rejected is if I feel like the fit isn't quite there, but I think that's a very rare occurrence right now. But yeah, that's a very overly detailed explanation of what I'm hoping to get from the server, really, what I'm hoping to get from you guys, what I'm hoping to get from the experience as a whole. Just to enjoy playing games together. Minecraft and Space Engineers are two of my favourite games to play off camera right now. Oh dear, I've absolutely ruined this hillside. Let me fix that. Oh dear, I don't know why I did what I just did. Hang on. I'm going to randomly fix the landscape. A bit like that, and a bit like that, and a bit like that. Okay. I want to add a station here at Bontborough, and I think this side of things is going to be the best place to put that in. Except even now I'm messing it up so much. Just want to make sure I've got a nice little arrival and exit area. Right, here we go. So yeah, Space Engineers and Minecraft are my two favourite Minecraft especially. It's one of my favourite games to play off camera at the moment. The Minecraft series that you will be watching next week, that's the one I am playing off camera as well, because there's a lot of stuff that, you know, there's a lot of AFKing that needs to be done, and a lot of stuff that people don't particularly want to see, because it's all startup stuff at the moment, and there's so many series out there you could watch that has the same, pretty much the exact same content. So I don't want to be one of those people that just shoves the same thing down your throat all the time. So there is like a period, let's say, where there's not going to be much content, just while I'm going through the AFK stage and sort of building up resources, etc. But once that's done, it will be back in abundance. Loads of episodes, loads of cool ideas. It's my first time playing with Galacticraft, which I'm really excited about. Space travel, I wouldn't say I'm overly interested in it per se, but having done sort of 3 years at university studying aerospace technology and things like that, it is a sector that has appealed to me in the past. And you know, I've done not literal rocket science, but stuff in the way of rocket science in the past. So it's, you know, it's fairly interesting to get into. It's one of the reasons why space engineers appeals to me as well, is the whole idea of building spacecraft, although I wouldn't say the physics format is quite the same. It's also a reason that I originally started playing KSP, because again, you do proper rocket science in that game. It's a very it's one of these games that's surprisingly educational. You wouldn't think having little green men launching into space was that educational, but when you actually do the maths behind it, it's very complicated and very fun to play. But I think at this point I should start spinning the conversation back round to OpenTTD. So as you can see at the moment, I'm trying to build this junction station, because I decided now that a junction station is probably the best idea, which does mean having to reconfigure this track entry into here slightly. The station itself is actually going to be west of town, but to get the tracks in, I'm sort of having to curve round from the east. So here's Plentborough Bay. The station itself is going to be about here, so I could do with moving this track back some more, sort of like that, just to make sure this is 100% going to fit. This is basically one of these stations where 4 tracks splits into 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is going to be the station site, sort of about here. And then it's going to be a bit strange how this works, because really, I'm just having a look at this, because I might actually be about to correct myself. It depends how this fits. Yeah, I think I'm about to correct myself. Alright, so what's going to happen now is this line here is going to come across. Oops, crap. Like that. Actually, no, I do need that. Otherwise it doesn't work. So that line's sort of going to come across like that, although it's going to be cut back a little bit. Again, I just keep correcting myself. I do apologise, guys. There we go. So it's going to be a bit of a tight curve here, but it gets the trains into the station, and that's what it's all about. Like that. And then you, and you. You're going to come like that. You're going to come like that. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. And then these 4 are going to come down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So that's that bit done. The next thing I need to do is cut this back by 2. Like so. The idea behind this is this connects up like this. This one connects up like this. So I'd like to try and have the entire station and all of its junctions sort of way before this area here. So let's say that the signal, let's just put a crossover there, and a crossover there to get all of these trains in. That there, that there. We seem to have a problem back at that depot site again. Someone came up with a good idea. Brewster Rioch, I think it was. That's not your name at all. Let me try that again. I do apologise. Ben De... Is it Des Rocher or Des Rocher? I don't know. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments. Please do tell me in the comments, actually, because I hate it when I get people's names wrong. But he said about moving the actual depot at the new train storage site that we built last episode in the sort of inside of the triangular junction. In fact, it wasn't last episode at all, was it? It was ages ago now. But he said about moving the depot itself a couple more tiles to the east, so that we end up with sort of I'm trying to get the phrasing right. We end up with an extended junction, really. So it ends up as like a 4-way junction rather than the current form. And I think that's a really good idea. I think that's a really good idea, because the solution then is you use the track you need to release the train. So that the actual fourth side of the junction, I'm really doing a bad job of explaining this, guys. Let me try again. Right. The fourth side of the junction is going to be the new side of the junction. So at the moment it's 3 junctions. One comes in from Denwell, one comes in from Hadborough, one comes in from, is it Lunston? After that, I'm trying to place these junctions at the same time, that's why I keep distracting myself. After that, you have the train storage facility, and then you have the depot. Now, the plan from Ben is to move the depot back one, so that I don't have to have trains go into the storage facility anymore in order to then be dispatched. They will then they will then from the depot they will go straight out onto the main line, is what I've been trying to say. And I think that is a really good idea. I think that's probably the better idea. It's much better than the idea I had. So we're going to use that idea. I'm not going to do it today, as you probably can tell by the fact that we're not over there today. I might even do it off camera, just so it is done. But yeah, definitely that is a good idea. So we will be doing that. I'm just counting this out. I kind of want it to be 7 long, 8 wide. Okay. And then if we include the signals here, this then tells you where the junction's going to go. So this is going to go across like this, and then one there like that, and then another one like that, and then a final one there like so. This one's then going to go like this, and then like that, and then like that, and then like that. And that is the basic junction setup. There's then going to be more crossovers. There's going to be one there like that. There's going to be one there like that. Over here there's going to be one that does this, and then another one here that does this, and a third one here that does this. Excuse me. Right, this one is going to go across like that, and then there's going to be one here like so, and then it's going to come across and do the rest. I'm also going to pop a little one in here, just to carry trains from here out onto that slow line, and then just a random dotted one. Let's start from here like that, and it's going to go across like so, and then it's going to be like a double diamond crossover there. Perfect. So there are a lot. I like the fact that the junctions are messier. They're still not exactly how I want them, but they are messier, which is the idea. And I'm going to pop these signals in like that. And now we're going to actually finish the connection, because I'm looking at the time. 23 minutes gone. So if I want to get this episode actually finished in a decent time, I'm going to have to get a move on. Right, let's take this track back slightly. Back to here. We're going to move this across like so. Like so. Like so, and like so. Hang on, actually. Let's just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this area here up. So this has to come back one. I really don't know why I chose to delete it like that. That was a totally stupid thing to do. Let's lift that up, and then let's lift all this up like that. Works for me. Right, we'll do that, and then we do this. All of this to connect to Dartbourne. You know, it's extensive, let's say. And even then, I don't actually know how much this line's going to be used. I imagine it'll be used a lot by sort of express trains going out. Hadborough Bay especially, that kind of area. But I mean, local trains there'll be a few. But I don't know where they'll terminate. I don't know. Where am I going? Okay. So I'm not going to stop here at Huston, because again, that's going to be sort of a metro type station. In fact, is it going to be? It's going to be on a different route anyway. It's not, might not be metro, but it'll be on a different route. We're going to come over this way instead. And be very careful to avoid. Yeah, land sloped in the wrong direction. That's probably like that. So if I just pop this in, kind of like that, and then pull the tracks down. Sort of over this area, like that, like that. So we're going to miss Huston, we're going to miss Senwell, we're sort of going to come around across the hilltop here and then into Dartbourne. So let's get this going. I'm looking forward to having trains running in and out of GSG. I think it's about time. Guard Cities. I mean, I say GSG, it might end up being GSP, because I'm half tempted to turn GSG into like a central city type station, a bit like what they've got in Munich, where all the main lines come together, and I've forgotten the name of the station now. But it's like the east-west line meets the north-south line, and there's a big junction station in the middle of Munich, which was built specially. It's a relatively new station as well, actually. It was built specifically for that purpose, where all the main lines meet, and there's like a big S-Bahn, U-Bahn kind of connection there as well. I'm tempted to do that with GSG, because then it really is a bustling station. There'll be hundreds of trains arriving and leaving, constant movement, that kind of thing. I'm very tempted, and then build the city around that. It's something that I wanted to do in City Skylines as well, but I haven't really had the opportunity to yet. So it's an idea. It's on the table. Let me know what you think. Do you want GSG to be the GSG that it is now, or do you want GSG to be some super station to be built in the future? Let me know. Comment section below, guys. It's what it's for. One of many reasons it's what it's for. Also, don't forget to leave ideas for future episodes. Not many people are doing that at the moment, actually. It's one of the points that I wanted to make in most of my episodes, is maybe some people don't actually watch that far into the video because you've got used to the end of video spiel, so you don't need to sit that long into a video anymore. But I do say at the end of every video, I say if you've got any suggestions for future episodes, drop them in the comment section below. And people make sort of mini suggestions that can be fixed in 30 seconds off camera, but no one's really said anything that will take up an entire episode. So again, I'll say it now on camera and not at the end of the episode. If you've got any suggestions for sort of building projects, things you want to do yourself and want to see me do as well, things that you just want to see me do, big projects that you want to see me attempt, let me know. Absolutely, let me know. I'll be more than happy to try it out. Definitely, because I like the ideas behind sharing. Well, sharing ideas. You know, if you've got an idea for a building project, if it's a type of line, if it's a metro connection, if it's a tramway, if it's a a different way of doing timetabling, whatever it might be, let me know. And I'm pretty much guaranteed to at least try it. I'm just counting out where these signals go now. So you go there. You go there. That takes it all the way up into the hills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you go there, which means this one goes there. Like so. Oh. How did I forget to place that? Try that again. No, no, no. Amateur mistake. You go there. You go there. Take you down to 7. You go there. You go there. Right. Yes. So I've completely messed this one up. So I'm going to have to go back and change all these, make sure they're single facing only, otherwise we'll have trains running in the wrong direction down the main line, and that would be a disaster. That would be absolutely terrible. This is one of these games you've got to spot the signal. Who's good at that kind of thing? Right, over the top of the hill like this. Some of this line is quite damaging to the environment. I'd say the majority of it. It's only really around, whoops. It's only really around this junction station where I've done some sort of environmentally damaging construction work. Everywhere else it's sort of okay, I hope. I'd like to think it is. We'll find out, I suppose, once we've finished. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You there. You there. You head all the way into GSG. So you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you there, you there. You head all the way into GSG. I don't think I left any gaps, did I? Absolutely not. Good. Right. Let's get on with this, shall we? Okie dokie. So, stations. This one we'll do first, because I think this one will be easiest to do. I want to do the same thing as I've done over at somewhere else. Where did I do it? I can't even remember now. But I'm going to put the 3-arch roof in the centre. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is how I wanted it. Good. Right, island platforms. We're then going to put this, this, and this, 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 and this. And then we're going to have a CTA on one side and a schedule on the other, like so. Single-sided schedules 1 and 2, CTAs 1 and 2, and then platforms here and here. Done. Good. Right, let's put the other platforms in, shall we, for these stations. So Bontborough station is going to have to go up on this bit of the hill here. So it's quite a nice, you get quite a nice view, I imagine, from here of the surrounding landscape. Make sure we do control and so putting these in. So you're going to go there, and you're going to go there, and then on this side we're going to have schedule, CTA. We're not going to have the shelter, we're going to have some benches, like so. And then down here at Rinton, same kind of thing. It's a nice view again, but from the other side this time. So just make sure the signal's not in the way. You're going to go there, which means you're going to go there, like that. Shelter again, why not? On this little section here. How are we doing profit-wise? We are making money now, that's good. I'm pleased to see that. I think the trains I've got in the last series, in the last iteration of the series, a lot of money was wasted on train running costs, and I think we've saved that now by actually going for a cheaper form of train. So I was so obsessed with filling capacity that I wasn't really looking at how much the running cost was. Now I've taken that out of the equation, it seems to be doing a lot better. So I'm kind of glad I did that. Fort Brett Hill, yes, you need a station, don't you? Let's put in this type. Okay, so you're going to go there, which means you are going to go here. Put a shelter again. I've suddenly become obsessed with shelters, and I've no idea why. Probably because if I was standing on a station platform in the rain, which I have done in the past actually, a shelter is a very good idea. One that I would welcomely accept. I need to put a station here at Funningville, but I said I wasn't going to do that. So, Genville, it's going to be the next one. Like that, and like that. And you there, you there. You there, and you there. This one is not going to have a shelter. Absolutely not. How many more? Benfingford? Am I going to put a station at Benfingford? Yeah. No. Plunfingford is where the next station is going to go. And this is the last one, actually, going into GSG. Then we got to get some trains running. Now, the trains, I'm actually going to have run from that depot over... hang on. It's probably a good idea if I actually go over there before I just say that depot over there. Then you'll be thinking, what depot over where? So, as much as the depot is a little bit... Whoops. That's what happens when the cursor goes off screen. Although the depot over here is a little bit sort of messy still. Basically, the idea that Ben had was to move this depot back sort of over here. So then you have a line that comes down this way and a line that goes across this way. And as I said, I'm fully behind that idea. I think it's a good idea. It's just a question of actually implementing it. I think the first thing I would do is flatten out this bit of land still. flatten out this bit of land like that, and then literally just move the depot back 4 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which means that's now number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you're now number 5, which means that, and that can go. Make sure that all of these trains are set to the right depot now to service, which is this one. Get rid of you, get rid of you. We have to autofill this again. So this one is also going to come over to this depot. Get rid of you. Service. Autofill. Ah, hang on. That's how you do it. Come on, scroll down. There we go. Right. So you to there instead of this one. Service. Autofill. And then this one. I think this is the last lot. Go to that one. Delete. Service. Autofill. Okay. Now if I get rid of this, the idea then is you connect that up like that. And I suppose the next smart thing to do would be get rid of this signal here, this signal here, this signal here. Change this one to that type. And then have this come across like this. And this one come down like that and connect straight up. Actually, there's the one where it needs to go. Kind of like that. And then that like that, I suppose. I'm just seeing, is this the right thing to do? I suppose it is. And then if I do that as well, yeah, I mean that kind of works. As I say, it's not the prettiest, but this is just for servicing trains. This is the actual main section. And in fact, if I come back to this quickly, and get rid of that, and then come down here and change this to 1500. Same with this one. Get rid of that one. All the way down to the bottom. You 1500. And then down to the intercity here. So you are 2000, you stay for. So I think actually I've done this the wrong way around. Alright, let me fix that quickly. So you actually go I thought there was a way you could change this. I thought like you clicked and dragged it down, but apparently not. Is it on here you can do it? No? I could have sworn that when I was planning it before I managed to mess it up. Alright, hang on. You go. You then go there. No loading. No unloading. You stay for 2000 ticks. Man, this is painful. This is all because I want to get trains running in and out of here. That's why this is all taking so long. There it is. Right. That's how you do it. Number 7. You do the same thing. Scroll all the way down the bottom. So you just click and drag like so. Okie dokie. And then these are all on the same route, I'm guessing. So this is the last one. Get rid of you. And then you drag underneath. Scroll down to the very bottom. You are 1500 ticks. Done. Okay. Let's get some new trains out on track, shall we? Let's unpause this now because these should all be good to go. So let's get the local train first. Again, we're going to go for the Sprinter. Now this Sprinter is actually going to start its journey at Hadborough Bay. It's not going to go to the new terminus that we built. Oh, what's this? Express Sprinter. So what are you? You're 75. You're 90. Alright, hang on a second. I'm going to use this for this train. And then I'm going to upgrade the other ones to Express Sprinters as well. And again, it just speeds up the journey time. So you need high-speed carriages. 1, 2. And then I clone you. And then you come up like this. Righto. Pin. Pin. So the first thing you do is you go to Hadborough Bay. And then from Hadborough Bay you go to Lenford Junction. I think I called you Lenston at the start of the episode. Lenford Junction. Actually, hang on. Start again, shall we? So the first thing I want to do is this. And then above this, I want to do this. And then above this, I want to do you. There we go. Now I want to go you. Let's just save some time. Now how's Laughing Way doing? I don't want to fill up Laughing Way. We'll find out in a second once we reach Laughing Way. Heading with heights. Good, good. Yeah, Laughing Way is doing good now, actually. You wouldn't even know. Yeah, you wouldn't even know that there was a problem here before. Great Bronfingberg West. Like so, and then... oh dear, we lost money on that train last year. That might be because it was still starting up for the first time. Hadn't fully picked up its full load. I hope that's the reason anyway. Fenninghead Cross. Now this is a busy service, this one, because as I say, it goes all the way down to GSG from Hadborough, which probably doesn't need to happen, but it's going to happen. And I might include a semi-fast service as well. There will be an express service that runs in and out of GSG. Definitely. Not to Hadborough Bay though, to the new station that we built further on, which again I've completely forgotten the name of. It was literally 2 days ago. 2 days ago I recorded that episode, and I've forgotten what it's called. I'm a pro, honestly. I've been doing this for 3 years now, guys. I actually missed my channelversary, or channel anniversary. I think I should call it a channel anniversary actually, since I'm not 5 years old. But I missed my anniversary because I just forgot it was happening, to be honest. 22nd of July. So 7 days ago, a week ago, last Friday, was my channel anniversary, and I just completely overlooked it for some reason. I sort of like a week before, I was sitting there thinking, oh yeah, that's coming up soon. I should probably remember that, and then forgot. And it's hard to forget the 22nd of July, because it's actually my half birthday as well. It's 6 months into the year after my birthday, 22nd of January, for those of you who want to know. So yeah, I was a bit miffed about that. I didn't really have anything planned as such, but I was going to mention it in a video. Maybe just do a video saying, hey, it's 3 years since I started. I mean, 5 years is the big one that I'm looking forward to. That's when I'm going to have something big planned, and hopefully by then this channel will be something special as well. But I'm still a little bit miffed that I missed the 3 years. Especially as I think YouTube wise this year's been the easiest. The first year was easy in that I sort of could do anything, didn't really know what worked, what didn't work. Last year was really hard because I had a really good second half of the first year, and then suddenly in the second year it all sort of collapsed, and I was sort of left thinking, you know, is this still worth doing? Plus there was like personal stuff going on as well, and dropping out of uni, and it was hard. But back now, doing really well again, and I think my sub count is actually the highest it's been for a long time. It's almost 1 sub a day for the last 28 days, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. So thank you everybody who has subscribed to the channel. You are all legends in your own respect. and I'm having a blast making these videos still. So as long as you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, and that's what it's all about, really, isn't it? And talking about having a blast and enjoying ourselves, we are nearly at the end of this episode. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what side of the fence you sit on. This train is just about ready to depart. I'm going to follow it on its first journey. Don't worry guys, you don't have to. But I just want to make sure this is actually going along the right track, following the right route. Especially at Dartbourne, I want to make sure that it goes into the right platform and ends up on the right track. So what are you? Hadbrook Bay to GSG. You're 8 units long. That was the bit I was most worried about though, was in and out of GSG. Sorry, in and out of Dartbourne. The east end is fine, it's the west end where things go a little bit troublesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 should do. But I'm only going to set off one to start with. What have I done? Let's try that again, shall we? Definitely try that again. Alright then guys, so as I say, you don't have to sit and watch this, so I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, once again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Once again, I'll say drop a comment down below for ideas for future episodes, and until next time, I will see you soon.